Today we're going to be talking about DNS over HTTPS, Windows 10 updates set for the fall, and of course VPN usage that might actually end up being required. And before we get into anything else, I'm Steve, this is TQA Weekly, and this refers to a past episode that I did called Americans, Your ISPs Are Lying About DNS Over HTTPS, and This Is Why. And it's not an episode that just affects Americans, but in the United States, a lot of ISPs try to make us believe that DNS over HTTPS will break the internet, which is not actually true. What this will effectively do is return much of your privacy back into your hands, because ISPs in the United States, in Canada, and throughout the world actually take the plain text DNS queries, bulk them into basically huge files, and sell them to other people, meaning that no matter what you do to remain private on the internet is pointless. Even if you're using incognito mode, they are taking that information and selling it to third parties. So obviously, your ISP cannot be trusted whatsoever because they are greedy bastards. So DNS over HTTPS is the only way to regain your privacy. But as Mr. Duda points out, this only effectively works in browsers at this point because only browsers currently support this in any meaningful way. Yes, there are probably some Linux distributions out there that have this feature, but the majority of people are using Apple devices or Windows machines, meaning that they are not currently protected from DNS hijacking. And in the case of Windows, though, we have a little bit of good news because you are currently able to use a developer version of Windows 10 set to have a release date in the fall that has the feature DNS over HTTPS over the entire operating system. You will be able to use DNS over HTTPS for every single piece of software in your computer, effectively preventing DNS hijacking by your ISP, with the only caveat that I would point out being that they might actually intentionally try to block specific IP ranges, to which the solution is to use a VPN. And you've got two locations in which I would suggest that you use a VPN in this case. You can use a VPN inside of your Windows machine by going to the settings option of Windows, then to network and internet, and then clicking on VPN and installing one there, or by using your router's VPN feature itself and entering the information there. Of course, you're going to have to pick a VPN that can do all of that. By having a VPN in your computer combined with DNS over HTTPS, you will be effectively preventing your ISP from being able to block any website on the internet without blocking your VPN connection first, which is a bonus. It prevents your ISP from being able to spy on you, and it actually ups your privacy on the internet, with only a few caveats that you might want to be aware about before you commit to any specific solution. So one of the reasons why I would almost suggest that you use the Windows version is because you need to be able to turn it off. Because if you're accessing websites like your bank or trying to buy games on Steam, you might invariably block or ban your accounts by accident, especially if the endpoint of your VPN is outside of your home country. However, some of the bonuses of having a VPN that exits outside of your country is that you gain access to content that you wouldn't have previously had access to. So obviously, this is why I would say to put it inside of Windows, because you can turn it on and off. But I would never turn off DNS over HTTPS. The second you have that feature in Windows, turn it on and leave it on and tell those ISPs once and for all to go and stick it where the sun don't shine. Now, I hope this helps you out, and I hope this will solve many of our problems by the end of the year. Like if you like it, dislike it if you didn't, share with those that you think could benefit from this, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any questions, comments, suggestions for topics, you can do it down below, or you can email me at ask@tqaweekly.com. TQAweekly.com. And of course, you can go to my website, TQAweekly.com, where you can do such things as see the show notes to this episode, past others, find other ways of subscribing, and of course, use a contact form to email me directly. And if you want to see me play video games like Borderlands 3, go to twitch.tv/zaxis1981. Thank you for watching, and good night.